Hey everyone, welcome back to Bound and Bookmarked. I'm Summer, and if you're here, you know we're all about dark romance that lives in the messy, morally gray spaces where villains get the girl and nothing is quite what it seems. Today we're talking about Hooked by Emily McIntire, which is the first book in the Never After series. If you haven't heard of this series, it's a collection of standalone dark romances that reimagine classic fairy tales. But here's the twist. The villain gets the girl, or guy. Basically, we're team villain all the way. And honestly, I'm so here for it. Hooked is Emily McIntire's take on Peter Pan, but this is not your childhood Disney movie. This is Peter Pan for adults who like their romance dark, their heroes morally questionable, and their plot twists absolutely devastating. As always, this is a spoiler-free review, but I will be talking about tropes and vibes. Hooked does go to some really dark places, so please check the trigger warnings before you read. Alright, let's dive in. So, Hooked reimagines the classic Peter Pan story, but instead of following Peter, we're following James, better known as Hook. And let me tell you, this version of Hook is charming, dangerous, and absolutely captivating. Wendy Michaels is our heroine, and she's got her own life, her own struggles, and absolutely no idea what she's walking into when she meets the enigmatic James. He's smooth, he's sophisticated, and he's got this magnetic pull that makes it impossible to look away. But here's the thing. James has a vendetta. He's out for revenge against Wendy's father, and he fully intends to use her to destroy him. What starts as manipulation quickly gets complicated as lines blur and emotions get messy. The story is full of twists and turns as players and pieces reveal themselves and their true motivations. Just when you think you know what's happening, Emily McIntire pulls the rug right out from under you. This is a vengeance-fueled, mafia-tinged retelling where nothing is as simple as it seems. And trust me, you're going to be on the edge of your seat the whole time. Okay, let's talk about what I loved. First off, the plot. This book is an adventure. Emily McIntire is incredible at giving you just enough information to make you suspicious, without giving away everything. You're constantly questioning what's real, who's lying, and what's going to happen next. The twists and turns kept me on my toes, and I was genuinely guessing until the very end. The characters are another highlight. Every character in this story has their own motivations, beliefs, traumas, and flaws. They feel dynamic and real, and even though they're inspired by Peter Pan, they don't feel like copy-paste versions of the original characters. McIntire takes elements from the fairy tale, like Hook's extreme reactions to the ticking of clocks, and weaves them seamlessly into the character's backstory. It never feels forced or gimmicky, it just works. Hook himself is a tortured hero done right. He's dangerous, he's calculating, but he's also deeply wounded. Watching him grapple with his feelings for Wendy while still being driven by his need for revenge, the tension is delicious. And the writing? It's atmospheric and immersive. McIntire creates this dark, gritty world that pulls you in and doesn't let you go. Now let's get into what didn't quite work for me. I mentioned the characters in the what worked section, but there's one character I had an issue with, and honestly, I think it's more to do with the source material than the reimagining. I've always felt that Wendy, as a character in the original Peter Pan, was kind of bland. Like, there's a reason people gravitate more towards Tinkerbell, you know? And unfortunately, that carried over a bit into Hook. That said, I do think McIntire gave Wendy more character development than the original, and she grows throughout the book, so it's not all bad. My bigger issue is with the resolution, or lack thereof. Despite the number of people who hurt Wendy throughout the story, including friends, family, and Hook himself, I don't feel like any of it was properly resolved. A lot of the issues felt forgiven almost immediately, and there wasn't even an apology or any groveling. And listen, some of us love a good grovel. I needed more accountability, more emotional payoff. It felt like things wrapped up too neatly given everything Wendy went through. So, who's gonna love Hooked? If you're into fairy tale retellings, especially ones that flip the script and make the villain the romantic lead, this is absolutely for you. If you love books with mystery and tension that's independent of the central romance, where pieces are moving just out of sight and you're constantly trying to figure out what's really going on, you're going to eat this up. This is also perfect for fans of mafia romance and those who love tortured heroes with revenge on their minds. It's got alpha male energy, a virgin heroine, and all the tension and darkness you'd expect from a proper dark romance. Just make sure to check the trigger warnings before you read. It is heavy, so please take care of yourself. If you loved Hooked, I'd recommend checking out The Death Club by Carolyn Peckham and Suzanne Valenti, or Cruel Paradise by Nicole Fox. I've actually reviewed The Death Club on the blog, so I'll link that in the show notes. Alright, final verdict time. I'm giving Hooked 3 out of 5 stars. It's a fun, twisting adventure with compelling characters and a plot that keeps you guessing. Emily McIntire knows how to write a villain you can't help but root for, and the reimagining of Peter Pan is fresh and engaging. That said, I needed more resolution and accountability for the harm done to Wendy, and while she grows as a character, she still felt a bit underdeveloped compared to Hook. For spice, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. It's steamy, it's intense, and the chemistry between Wendy and Hook is electric. And for darkness, I'm also giving it a 4 out of 5. This book is dark. It earns every bit of that dark romance label and then some. If you want more details on how I rate my books, check out the rating guide on my website at boundandbookmark.com. I'll drop that link in the show notes. Alright, that's it for today's episode. Have you read Hooked? What did you think of Wendy and Hook? Did you feel the same way about the resolution, or did it work for you? Let me know. I'd love to hear your spoiler-free thoughts. And if you're new here, welcome to the dark side. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and if you've got a dark romance you think I should review, send it my way. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, stay dark, stay dangerous, and keep those pages turning. See you next week.